Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning into my podcast, Xena, Life as a Dominatrix. This is episode 13. This episode will be aired tomorrow, April 19th, 2022, Tuesday. Today's topic, well, another Q&A time. I have received many questions through social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and I'm not done answering your questions. So today I'm going to answer 7 different questions from anonymous people. So, question number 1. What's a typical day of your life as a dominatrix? Typical day. Well, some people have a misconception that I am always in latex or leather 24/7. I'm always holding a whip, waiting for my next spanking slave, or always just waiting around for a slave to come in and out. That's not the case with me. The typical day, well, there's, for once, a well-balanced meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks in between. Of course, prepping for session. Before a session, that might take me like an hour. Dress up and make up, that takes time as well. Also, getting an understanding of what the slave or the submissive is into, of course. So planning out the scene beforehand in my head, having my own wicked imaginations of what I'm going to do with so-and-so and what we're going to accomplish during a session and what so-and-so's limits are, if they have any health conditions. So, yeah, that's all before the session. And then during the session, it might be like an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, etc. And just having a great time. And after the session, talking, cleaning up. So cleaning up might take another hour afterwards, because there might be like a lot of different pieces of equipment that might be used during the session. So I don't like to rush things. So I like to take my time with prepping, cleaning up, getting ready. Yeah, and then afterwards I like to shower, and then I usually get hungry afterwards, so I'll have like a take out food or go out and get food, or have this submissive get me food. Yeah, so each and every day is different for sure. I don't do what I do every single day. I like to space things out. I don't want to feel a burnout, meaning doing this each and every day might cause me to like feel exhausted, and I don't want that. So spacing things out, and also taking days off for me time. So like if there's like a different art gallery or a different concert or a friend that wants to hang out, or I want to hang out with a friend, or going seeing a movie, watching a movie, or working on my hobbies, etc., etc., etc. But I don't do what I do every single day. To answer your question, each and every day is different for sure. So, yeah, I hope that answered your question. And usually the day, like if I have like a long session, the day will feel like what it might the day might feel like it's been shorter because I spent a lot of time during that session and then cleaning up. And sometimes I tend to feel a little like euphoric and very like happy after a session as well. But I usually get hungry afterwards. So also exploring different restaurants as well, like in Brooklyn and Queens in the city. Um, yeah, and working on my hobbies. That's what I enjoy doing. And yeah, that's a typical day of my life as a dominatrix. And also recording this podcast. Also, just relaxing. I love to relax as well. So, yeah. So that's question number one. Question number two is anonymous. Number two, how do you set aside time for yourself as well as your sessions? Um, well, I kind of answered it in question number one, but I have a set schedule. So if so and so wants to see me Monday at a specific time, and then there's something going on Monday evening, then I make time to go to that something Monday evening. Um, and sometimes I might feel tired, so I might not be able to make it to whatever is going on, because sometimes New York City can be, since it's pretty much back, there's so much going on. It's kind of like a sensory overload, like so much, like I sometimes it's FOMO for me, fear of missing out. And but I'm like at the point where I just want to pick certain things or certain events that I want to check out. Like for instance, last week, one of the days I really wanted to check something out, but I wasn't feeling up for it because I felt like I was coming down with something. So I'm like, okay, I got to give my body a rest. I got to rest all day. Um, so when I'm feeling a little under the weather, I will not do a session, conduct a session whatsoever. I'll just have my time for myself. But I take a lot of time for myself, really, like relaxing, like I said, going to different events, wherever it's going on in Brooklyn, Queens, the city, Manhattan. Even in the Bronx, they have a nice botanical garden that I kind of want to check out again. I checked that out last year. But during 2020, I had a lot of time for myself because of the pandemic, unfortunately. And I think a lot of people had a lot of time for themselves. But when, you know, a lot of things are opening up, it's like, whoa, I want to do that and that and that and that, but I can't be all over the place at the same time. So, and, or if somebody wants to have a session on the weekend for multiple hours, I'll take time for that, of course, prepping, playing, having fun, and then cleaning up afterwards, and then having time for myself, and or also spending time with friends, or just going out and just doing stuff, or just sit back and relax and watch a movie at home and sip on a glass of wine. So I make time for myself for sure. And of course for my sessions as well. So question number 3, how do you keep your professional and private life separate? Hmm. Well, I think I answered a similar question like this at a different Q&A on a different podcast episode. But basically, like regarding my private life, not all of my friends are into what I'm into. So we'll just do like vanilla things like going out to a restaurant or just hanging out at my home and just watching movies and just chilling. So that's what I enjoy doing with them. And then I have some kinky friends where um, we do the same thing, just hanging out, and they're also in the lifestyle as well. And then they might tell me about what their exciting um, day was the other day, or because they like to share that information. And then, it's like, cool, I'm here to listen. And yeah, so I keep, hmm, yeah, I keep things separate. I don't share um, everything what I do in my sessions with people. I don't share that. It's just confidential. It's private. It's one-on-one with the slave and I. I I'm just like that. So, but keeping things separate. So I have my sessions, and then I have my me time, and then time with friends. So I like to, and then sometimes I might have a slave ask, "Hey, do you have a friend that wants to join?" And at this time, I'm not like doing any like double dom sessions. It's just one on one with the slave and myself. That's which is what I prefer. Sometimes, well, most of the time, it gets pretty exciting too, when a kinky friend of mine, will join in and have some fun with the slave and I. But it's been quite some time since I've done that. So, yeah, but how do I keep things private, or private life separate? I mean, I also like doing vanilla things, going out to restaurants, or going out to clubs, nightclubs, dancing. I don't really do the BDSM clubs much. It's been quite some time actually since I've done that. It's been at least 3 years, I want to say. So maybe I might have to check out a club soon. So, yeah. So, question number 4 from Anonymous number 4. Latex or leather? Ooh, that's a good question as well. So, my preference, latex. However, it's costly. There's so much preparation with latex, so much TLC that comes with latex. But with leather, I like leather as well. Leather doesn't, I mean, there is different colors in leather too. The common color, of course, is black. So I have black leather, couple pairs of leather thigh-high boots, purple leather thigh-high boots, black. I like to mix, I like to spice it up with some colors sometimes. But I don't wear leather every single day, as well as these thigh-high boots every single day. No, I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, comfort comes first. I mean, sure, the boots look super sexy, and they're pretty high. They make me feel sexy and taller, of course, but I haven't worn them in a little bit, so maybe I might have to slip into them and take some photos in the near future. And with latex, I wear latex more often. There's more color variations when it comes to latex, but there's a lot of TLC, and it could be very costly, much more costly than leather. But then again, the real leather, like a real leather jacket from a name brand um, uh, French designer from Paris might charge like at least $1,000 for like a latex jacket. So yeah, I guess leather can be costly too. What am I talking about? So both materials can be costly, but they both look and feel sexy on me. But I lean more to the latex side. Um, yeah, and I was like remembering a pair of like leather boots that I used to wear as a kid, and they were like a pair of like cowboy boots. I have that photo somewhere, and wearing like a cowboy hat, and I felt pretty cool. I think I was like maybe 7 or 8 years old, little town boy in leather boots and this cowboy hat, just owning it. Yeah. So, next question, question number 5. Do you have any rituals to prepare for your sessions? I do, as a matter of fact. Um, well, I drink a lot of water. I make sure I get a good amount of sleep that day, the day beforehand, I mean. The sleep amount, 6 to 8 hours. Make sure I eat a well balanced breakfast, good lunch, good dinner, and then I'll do the session. But before I do the session, I tend to stretch, doing breathing exercises, drinking a little bit of coffee, more water. I go to the bathroom and then I slip onto my get up. And sometimes it takes time to get dressed for me. Like if I'm wearing latex for this session, I'm going to take my sweet time getting dressed just because I don't want to tear the material, or I just want to make sure that I don't know, I'm weird like that. I have to take time with slipping on latex. And if you out there ever, buy a latex outfit or a latex top or latex pants or whatever, I would definitely suggest taking your time as well in slipping on into the latex. Let's see. Also, more breathing exercises, more stretching, meditation. Um, not yoga much. I might do like yoga afterwards because sometimes the yoga might like just wear me out. So having enough energy, the right amount of energy for me is important as well. So that's where the coffee kicks in. And I've been trying to cut back on coffee, but it's very hard because it tastes good. And also, it just makes me all energetic as well. Let's see. And any other rituals? Um, Also, prepping in my head, like uh, having my naughty little fantasies going on in my head, like, ooh, I'm going to do this and that and this and that with this slave, and then this and that and this and that later on. And just, yeah, I think a lot and sometimes I overthink. So I like to just also go with the flow, have a great time, and that's what it's all about for sure. Okay, so that was question 5. Question 6. If you weren't a dominatrix, what would you be doing? Wow, another great question. Well, I did go to school for web design, so I would probably be doing that, web design, full time. I choose not to because I don't like to just stare at the computer 8 hours a day. I don't like to do that at all because I just don't. And also, I tend to like have a tendency of like hunching over. So I have to like, if I'm sitting at the computer, I have to like sit up straight, remember to sit up straight. And then I keep staring at the computer, staring. So that's why I don't do web design um, all the time. But that's what I would be doing um, pretty much full time is web design. I was thinking perhaps I wouldn't be in retail. I wouldn't be like um, a painter. I can't paint for shit. Or painting on canvas. I mean, I'd like to try, I'm up for trying, up for learning new hobbies, of course. But that's what I would be doing full time is web designing if I wasn't doing what I'm doing because went to school for it, got the degree, and I'd still um, I've been like doing web design. I've designed all my sites, and I take care of all that. I'm the webmaster, so um, yeah. What else would I be doing? Huh. I'd write more, of course. Um, I would also do photography a lot more as well. Um, Model a lot more as well. So I like to do various things, not just one job, not just one thing. I like to, I'm just more on the artistic side for sure. So yeah, more writing, more photography, more modeling, more web design, just keeping busy for sure. So that's what I would be doing full time. And I still do my hobbies. I have to. I love to write. I love to photograph. So yeah. So last question. How has the pandemic affected you? What protocols or precautions do you take? Oh, that's like two questions in one, but I would be happy to answer the questions. How has the pandemic affected me? Well, the beginning of this pandemic, I was a lot more cautious. Um, I like it started in like March of 2020, and then I resumed sessions, I want to say August of 2020. And then during that, like I would receive emails and calls in March, April, May, June, July of 2020. Like, hey, I would love to have a session. I would love to have a session. Da 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 da. And I was like, no, I'm not comfortable with that. And are you guys, are you all aware that a pandemic's going on, Um, and then when I resumed the sessions, I want to say August, I could be wrong, August of 2020, I made sure that I had the air ventilation machine, plenty of extra masks, cleaning supplies, of course, lots of rubber gloves, but I was definitely cautious. I made sure that people would have to like wear the mask to see me. Um, and I have a form that people would have to fill out, like things like, have you been sick for the past day or two? Do you have flu-like symptoms? Have you had a cold for the past day or two? Um, yeah, and it's all confidential between the slave and I, just to, be on the safe side for both the slave and I. So, so yeah, I was very cautious. And I remember like also receiving an email like, hey, can you spit on me? Can you spit in my mouth? Da da da. I'm like, are you aware that a pandemic's going on? So, um, and then precautions do I take? I'm still, comfortable wearing the mask or not wearing the mask. I've eased with that, the whole not wearing a mask thing, because of the whole vaccination status. But still, it's great to be safe and great to have those precautions. And yeah, and also I've become more of a germaphobe. Um, I I mean, I was a germaphobe before, but during this pandemic and then after the pandemic, I'm still like a germaphobe and also like a clean freak. Um, yeah, so germaphobe, like for instance, if I'm on the train, I will not touch the railings, but I will sit on the seat. I do know somebody that will actually wipe down a subway seat with a Clorox wipe and then will sit. on the seat. I'm not like that, but I will not touch the railing. Um, I'm totally happy with like hugging, or more hugging, of course, but no like kissing on the lips. I don't do that either. With slaves, I just, you know, I, that's just, yeah. I mean, kissing, yeah, that's just one of my limits. So, and yeah, I think, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all the questions. Thank you so much for writing these questions. I hope I answered all those questions. I hope that was helpful for you. I hope you've enjoyed this episode and have a great day. Bye.